quick video just to talk about open tank systems. So this is an F&E tank, probably about this big. It's usually in the loft. If you've got a filling link, then this video is not for you. There are a lot of problems with air, and if you've got the same pipe work and you think, well, nothing's altered, so this video is not making any sense, sometimes you've had a blockage that can change the neutral point we talk about. So watch the video, see if it helps. The best way of looking at it is to think of the heating system like a big circle. So the pump starts, it puts a positive pressure. As the pressure goes round the system, it starts to fade because it's losing its power. The weakest point of the system, right before the pump goes again, you tee the cold feed down. This creates a negative pressure, and then the pump's basically ready to be pumped up again to be back into positive pressure. So when the pump's at its weakest point, when it's been around the whole system, you want to introduce a cold feed down. So this will put a negative point right before it's going to be pumped up to a positive point again. So it's pushing down. That also will help stop any air sucking in down the vent, because it's obviously got to suck on this water as well. So that's the weakest point in the system because it's just before the pump. So, and then it will be neutralized. So the pressure will drop down and then it's pumped back up again, ready to go around the system. Of course, if you put it the wrong way around, neutralized points here, and then it can suck in. It's like to suck down air from the vent because it's a very thin tube, so you'll find it very easy. The key is to see that the red dotted line is the positive side, and once it's neutralised and goes within the circle, that's the neutral point. So that's almost like a suction point. So if you see the cold feed and vent just going in the wrong place on the positive side, you can see how the mixing within the tank will over-oxygenate the tank and even cause it to sometimes go over the vent, which creates bubbles, which creates sludge. So it's very important to see this in the right place. See, a lot of the problems arise from originally hot water systems. There was no pump pressure over on the gravity hot water side. The hot water was simply rise because it was lighter, work its way around the coil. So this was a high point, the perfect place for the vent. There was no pump pressure to interfere with it. Then the central heating side had its own pump pressure. A lot of the problems would stem from these central heating systems being converted over, but simply we don't have 4 pipes off central heating boilers anymore. We no longer have the large volume heat exchanger that would equal up the hydraulic side to stop any interference with the gravity. A common mistake plumbers make is they put the pump on the return thinking this will make it the right side. But you see, when on hot water only, you can see this is still off the positive side. The vent shouldn't be on the same as it is on a gravity system. When looking around an existing system, sometimes you'll be extra careful if you see the pump downstairs, because you've got to think to yourself, have the fitters made all the effort to bring the cold feed and vent all the way from the loft to all the way downstairs? So it's often the best places in the airing cupboard, like this diagram here.